As you'll see, my camera works a little today. That's because it's well, I'm on a lot of drugs. No, I'm kidding.
You have some of the best one-liners. My favorite part about your one-liners is that you don't even remember that you said them.
No.
We quote you
and I'm
frequently.
like, that's the best thing I've ever heard. And then like a year later, you'd be like, I don't remember saying that shit.
like calling Tren anabolic ayahuasca.
Yeah, the anabolic ayahuasca.
I remember I was like
one of my all-time favorites.
I was going through my marriage trouble, and I remember you called me up on the phone. I'm like, dude, I like to support me, and I think, dude, I think Tren is making me get divorced. And you're like, no, it made you see things clearly. It's the anabolic ayahuasca.
I don't remember saying that.
I'm like, this is the best life advice ever.
You give Dr. Phil a run for his money.
You know what's funny is people don't realize that's what their consults are going to turn into.
Oh yeah,
like, oh,
just therapy sessions.
My dick isn't working. It's like, do you watch porn? Yeah. Does it work
then?
Porn? Yeah. But your wife sucks. And they're like, really? It's like, yeah, let's talk about that. Enough about your dick. Let's talk about your wife.
It's like your digestion talk. You know, if we're talking about digestion, you're like, are you pooping like a dog?
Poop like a dog.
Poop like a dog.
Doggy say the same thing every day.
It's like, does the dog have
trouble shitting? Doesn't have to wipe.
Doesn't have to wipe.
Brilliant.
There's these two girls I was really close with that were into metal, which metal was extremely unpopular back then, extremely unpopular. But it's like, you know, it helped because I had a Toyota Supra at the time. My dad gave me his Supra, so I had a Toyota Supra. I wore one black glove like Luke Skywalker and from Return of the Jedi. I was on so much acid all the time. I didn't really know the difference of what was going on. So I had one black glove on, and then and I would tell people, I was just like, yeah, you shouldn't be too close to me. And they're like, why? I'm like, because people are coming for me. They're like, from where? I'm like, from the future. And they're like, what do you mean from the future? I'm like, I'm going to rule this bitch eventually. So these punk motherfuckers are going to come back in time and kill me. Just don't stand too close. I don't want you catching a stray round. And so, people fucking believed it. They're like, Todd's crazy enough to actually be able to see the future. I think he's right.
So, I feel like this is what you do. If you've got a bunch of compounds that are stupid, aka orals, there's 0 point to using those unless you're a competitive bodybuilder and it's peak week. But if you were going to had all these orals and you wanted to know what to do with them, I would just find someone you hate and then sell it to them or their children. Get their kids hooked on D-ball so they could be right before senior pictures, so their face all breaks out with pimples and they bloat up and then they don't fit in their senior picture clothes, so their parents dropped all that money on a photo shoot so that forever after all their future girlfriends could see them as being gross and fat and bloated with pimples and shit. You're going to send me what I'm missing. Right. It's not my problem. You sent me the wrong thing.
You're like a customer service rep, Todd. That'd be really good.
No, I don't think I would. I would have been a good lawyer or a divorce attorney. I wouldn't make a good customer service rep.
Oh my! I would pay for that. I would pay to see trials where you're the divorce attorney.
Oh, dude, I'd be the best divorce attorney. It's like it'd be called
just pure logic.
You can't make a hoe a housewife.com.
I would love to see one of those television court shows where Todd's the judge. Oh my god!
Yes,
I would love to see that shit.
Did you guys see that?
Make a show and just be fake.
We should.
You could just hire people and have fake cases. Just like we just watch Judge Judy, listen to how fucking retarded those people are, and then reenact the Judge Judy case.
Hey, Paul, can you mark it 39 minutes, 47 seconds for
the R word to come out?
Oh
shit! I'm always looking forward to the first drop of the day. But you're right, they are.
We should have like a leftist tearometer, and then like every time I break a woke protocol, there's like a tear count that shows up. Only instead of like a teardrop here, it's like a cup. It's like an overflowing shot glass of leftist tears. That was like my physical exit strategy, is that you have to cite the law about kidnapping so that they have to let you out of their home. Other than that, like that's once I was building a human-sized cage for a girl in her basement. And I was inside the cage building it, and I was like, why do I fit in this cage? And I was like, is the cage for me? And I basically I like sabotaged the inside of it so I could knock the bolt off from the inside if I ended up getting locked in this cage at some point, like if she poisoned me and shit and pulled me into the cage in her basement. No, I finished. Well, I didn't want to get beat. I knew I would get beat if I didn't do a good job building the cage, but I had to create a way out of the cage in case the cage was for me. I was hoping the cage was for someone else. I don't pay attention to what she did on the weekends. So
I'd be so curious on the interactions with these women from outside of your perspective, like how I would view them if I met them on the streets, because
none of these girls got along with other women. If they don't care, they won't remember it. So you have to make them care. So you can either make them mad, make them happy, make them laugh, or make them scared. And it's way easier to make someone angry than it is to make someone happy. So when you're crude and you're just a dick, then people will laugh because it's not you they're talking about if they're confident. If they're insecure, they'll think everything you're saying that's mean is about them, and they'll hate you, but they'll keep reading it. And they'll remember everything you said, and they'll remember why they hate you. But you still taught them, they just hate you. I'm on some painkillers, not a lot of painkillers, but I figure you probably want to see what the damage is. Let's see if I can stand up. This is the closest I've actually gotten to look at it. Oh, this one looks messy. Sorry, it's gross. In 2 days, I'll be able to take a shower. And somebody didn't have their VA today. Some of you are too young to get that joke. All right, so probably all of you are too young to get that joke. So
you can't go getting DUIs. You can't go partying. You can't experiment with cocaine. You have to just be a nerd and stuff.
Are you there? My screen did something weird.
All right, so
you're there, but you're sideways now.
Yeah, you're there, but you're sideways there too. I don't know what the hell's going on. And it's recording us. It's recording us sideways.
Actually, Todd has a great line in that avenue that he probably doesn't even remember saying, but like talking about how people who are natty get upset so often with people who are on super supplements. And Todd's like, he's like, you drive your bike to work. I take a car, and you're angry at me because I get there first.
Right?
Anyway, we probably should wrap up this episode. So what we'll do is we'll do this. We'll turn it in an angle. So neither of us is right, but neither of us is completely wrong.
We're matching. That's what makes it.